Welcome to the vibrant world of Enert, where the pulse of opportunity beats in harmony with nature's rhythm. Have you ever dreamt of a life where your vitality surges like a waterfall, powered by the purest essences of the earth? Well, guess what? Your time has come, and it's bathed in the luminescent aura of Enert, a journey powered by the invigorating embrace of natural caffeine, sourced from the bountiful leaves of planet Earth-based tea plants. Enert is not just a moment. It's a movement towards a future where your energy levels can soar higher than your wildest dreams. So, what exactly is Enert, you wonder? We're not really a product, we're a curiosity, a secret whispered amidst the serenity of meditation gardens and the wisdom of ancient herbal remedies. We're a mystery shrouded in the glow of sunrise yoga sessions. We're a pondering, a cool autumn breeze and the aroma of a Sunday morning. Welcome to our wellness movement, where each drop of our Enert encapsulates the essence of 1,000 sunsets and the vigor of a jungle cat at sunrise. Enert isn't a beverage, it's a lifestyle, an expedition into the tranquil realms of botanical alchemy. But hold on, there's more. Are you ready to unlock the gates to financial prosperity? Enert presents an unparalleled business opportunity that will have you dancing in the rains of prosperity quicker than you can say energize you. So prepare to embark on the most thrilling, most revitalizing adventure of your life. The answer is crystal clear. It's time to infuse your life's journey with Enert.
Oh my god, hi everyone! Good evening. Hello, Pickle Pocket and Barbie and Mallory and Stephen and Indy and Sarah and Duchess. Good evening, Mudslicker. Hello, Neurospicy. A pleasure. Hello, lovely to see you today. Venus, Oceana, Has, Carrot Butts, and Nicole. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. BB, a pleasure. Hello, Microwave Cheese. Hello, I see you. Pardon me. Thank you very much for the super chat, the super sticker. I appreciate it, and I hope you're having a fabulous evening. Moz, thank you for being here for 13 months as well. Moz says, "Where do I sign up? I'll follow you anywhere." So that was very much totally on purpose. No, there was a mix-up in my little tabs, and I hit the wrong button, and then it started playing, and I'd walked away to get my beverage, and I thought, you know what, they deserve a tea ad. So that's how we got there. Whoopsie daisy. Hi, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you're all having a fabulous Thursday morning and or night, depending on where you are. Today, pardon me, we're going to be catching up with a few iconic YouTubers. We're going to catch up with a Foodie Beauty, Miss Shantel Marie, Miss Everyday Mirror, and Miss Shantopolis herself, and two of her most recent mukbangs. Because fun. Taco Bell mukbang, ASMR, double crunch wrap. I read that as chin wrap, and that's just me misreading. Supreme, cheese, fries, and churros with chocolate dip. They're going to move on to Subway ASMR mukbang. It's not Subway, by the way. It's Substop. Anyway, chocolate chip cookies with milk and cheese toasties, and she drinks a lot of milk. And then we're going to move on over to catching up with Glitterandlazers, who hasn't uploaded in a while. She done did a couple of like fashion hauls and stuff, and that's fine. That I kind of reserve those for when I need a bit of a palate cleanse. But recently, today actually, by the looks of it, she uploaded I'm Having Surgery, which is a 22-minute video of basically, I was about to call her Shantel, sorry Anna, Anna sitting on a bed crying and talking about lipedema. So I thought that'd be interesting. Also, NS, hello, I see you. Thank you for your generosity, my friend. Thank you for gifting 10 channel memberships. Welcome or welcome back to Sarah Ann, Nicole, hello, Lucky, Alex, Salva, Oscar Trout, Bearman Prophecies, a Bearman, Emerald Blue, hello, Hot Latte, and Balo, I think that's everybody. Please make sure you thank the lovely and generous NS, that's very kind of you, mate, thank you. And enjoy the fun emojis. And Moz, thank you for gifting a channel membership as well. Welcome or welcome back to Miranda, I see you. Please make sure you thank the lovely Moz too. And Lottie, hello, lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us in Dancing in the Rains of Prosperity. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Happy Thursday. Right, so how's everyone doing? You all good? I said milk everywhere. That's funny. All right. Hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning if you are coming back. I am not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost some weight, talks about things on the internet, and watches way too much of too many people. I'm also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate, just here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about what? Choices. Choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet. Choices, and that will come up in Anna's content as we watch. But let's get started with this opening credit. I am skipping all of the din-din-din-din-din-din-din-dins and the buy my cameo for pep talks and double fisting glizzies. I don't know. We're going to start here. This video contains hella eating, hella noises. Okay, so sure. So if you hate this kind of thing, I don't know what my eyes are doing in reading today, but anyway, doesn't matter. This video is defo not for you. Okay, for best sound results, watch this video with headphones. Hope you enjoy. I feel like I won't. Anyway, we've got this a little bit sped up. Also, I know that Shantel put out a live stream. She is really kind of knuckling into that like mukbang into live stream schedule. I don't like it. Because the live streams are terrible. Unless she's mad at someone or something or a concept or the universe. Like, it's not even about her being mad. It's just about her having a like coherent thought. So otherwise it's just, hi, I don't even know who the hell's in her chat anymore. Hi, toaster strudel. Hi, melon whisk. Hi, boo boo magoo. Yeah, I love corn dogs. Yeah, windmills. It's insufferable. It's really bad. Eye rolls and sex noises. Speaking of, hello. Thank you so much for gifting 10 channel memberships. It's very kind of you. Thank you for your generosity, everyone. That's not at all required, but very much appreciated. Thank you. Welcome back to Lime Jello. Hello, Siobhan. Cat Coffee. Sorry, Coffee Cat. Wrong way around. What's wrong with my reading today? Grace Maverickson. Doodle. Hello. More coffee, please. Kim Possible, Nis, and Sandra. Lovely to see you all. Please make sure you think the lovely eye rolls and sex noises. And please make sure you enjoy the fun new emojis. Toaster Strudel and Melon Whisk. Those are great loser names, by the way. Anyway. Alright, let's get started with terribleness. Welcome to headphone territory, you all.
Hello guys, hello. Welcome back to another video.
Oh, why are we so echoey? Has she got no microphone on today? Maybe.
Oops.
Oh no, there it is. We found it.
Hello guys, hello.
Oh, Jesus, that's loud. Sorry, everyone. Kai, lovely to see you. Hello. What are you doing for working out today?
Welcome back to another video. If you see some white under here, it's another hijab. It's not my skin, just so you...
Double hijab. Got it. I did legs on Wednesday, and I am suffering so badly, particularly glutes. Oh, also, I got a fun new diagnosis, which is really a self-diagnosis, and it's okay. It's the beginning of introductory and or moderate plantar fasciitis. So that's fun. The way I understand it is there's a really big kind of thick tendon that runs from your toes, like under the arch of your foot and to your ankle. We're talking about feet. Mick, I hope you're well. And the connection, like right where the heel is, gets really inflamed. There's a lot of like defining factors like exercise, working out, lifting weights, putting on weight, like all of that kind of stuff. But I've never experienced it before. And it, like, all of a sudden, the arch under my foot started hurting like 3 weeks ago. And I was like, oh, I was probably just clumsy at the gym and just like landed on the side of my foot and like stretched something or sprained something. And like, it's been a couple of weeks. And then I went to go and speak to my PT, and he was like, he like didn't even look at my foot. He was just like, this plantar fasciitis. I was like, what is that? What's that? That sounds Latin. And it's like, you literally just have to get a gym ball or whatever and just like roll your foot out. I was like, so you're telling me stretching will help this? I'm not a big fan of that. But anyway, I used a water bottle the other day because I couldn't find a gym ball. I used a water bottle, and that helped a lot. It felt good for like a day. And then he said, just do it a lot. I don't know how often I have to do it, but that's my feet story for the day.
You know?
Take care of your feet, everyone.
Oh, so yeah. If you do not like mic noises, I have my mic on. This is going to be eating sound video as well. So this might not be your thing. Otherwise,
great.
please
Sorry.
enjoy.
Sorry,
and grab something
she's very loud. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm trying to balance it out.
to eat and eat with me. I have some Taco Bell. Today's Taco Tuesday. Cheese fries.
She's still loud.
Double CRUNCHWRAP Supreme with beef.
Oh my goodness, what's happening?
And some churros. So, and a Pepsi diet.
Sorry, chat. She was just loud all that time. I'm going to let Shantel introduce all of this because I think I've got a gym ball lying around that I want to
Zero.
Put under the desk.
Not my favorite, but whatever.
Oh,
all right.
Wait.
So, and we have some mild sauce.
I do have one.
I know. So, bismillah.
Oh, how good.
I'm just going to put the sauce all over the fries for now.
I thought this one had disappeared.
I got a lot of them, so.
Okay. BB asks a very important question. Isn't every video an eating sounds video? Yeah, I don't think she's done any, like, silent mukbangs or anything. You know? I think you're right, BB. Okay. Said she wears the meals. Those aren't tacos. No, is that... Oh, it's a CRUNCHWRAP Supreme. Did she say... No. No, she's just confused. Never mind. Anyway, sorry, chat. I'm back. This is not a tennis ball. It's a gym ball. And it's going under the desk. Now I'm going to rub my feet on it. Well, just one foot. Oh, God. Stop talking, Zach.
All right. So, let's dig into these fries. Give you a beauty bite.
Ah. Sorry. Got me right on the fasciitis. Wait, what is
beauty
the
bite, small
fasciitis?
bite.
Is that the tendon? Plantar fasciitis. There it is. Also, it's spelt really fun. It's double ITIS. How fun is that? You never see that.
Julie, are you scratching the furniture? Good fries.
Not plantar fasciitis commonly causes stabbing pain. That is so accurate. That it
About to
hurts.
come off. I don't feel like eating it.
It hurts. Feety and foodie.
I was too lazy to
back
wear
to
a
the
nicer
eating.
hijab for you guys. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. You're always looking like this, to be fair, Shantel.
All right, let's eat this CRUNCHWRAP.
Okay, so I would like everybody to cast their minds back a few weeks ago where I said, oh boy, Chantel's relationship with food doesn't look like it's doing very well. And I think it's in probably the worst part of the phase because she does that thing where she like gets halfway through a meal and then says, oh, I'm just going to have a little like dessert break. And she's done that so consistently this week.
Yeah, I'm hot sauce. Beauty bite for you.
Ah, that's true, Salva. I do like to walk. Voodoo, good to see you. Do you think so? I have seen during my doom scrolling, I have seen some comparisons to Foodie and Hungry Fat Chick, whose name Candy, I think. I have seen some of those comparisons, and to be fair, I see it. Like, I mean, I don't know. I often question watching Shantel and understanding the history of the mukbang. Like, just imagining sitting at a table with Foodie making these sounds like while you're trying to eat. Why make these sounds? It is Candy. I thought so. Thank you, Voodoo. Aww.
They put so much sour cream.
That you wear it all over your face. We know, girl. We've been here before. Been on this ride.
It's so good.
The main difference is Candy's a likable person. Yeah, Shantel really doesn't have that going for her. And, like, from my understanding, Candy's pretty, like, honest about the whole situation and setup. Whereas Shantel is, I don't know, very weaponized ignorance might be a good word. Where she consistently says, like, well, I'm not engaging with these people who, like, sexually enjoy this content. It's like, well, you're accepting money from them. Like, that's engaging with them enough. Oh, but there was never anything sexually mentioned. Okay, girl. But now we're also, like, doing this. And even if you take like the feederism side out of it, I don't know, man. I just don't understand. These sounds. And at this point in time, like, I often think about the general audience's reaction of, like, girl, like, the diabetes, the heart, the liver, maybe you should ease up. Maybe you should, like, find a way to make content that isn't around food, regardless of whether or not you think it's healthy or not. Because that entire argument has kind of gone out the window. Oh, I'm doing whole foods only. I'm doing home cooked. Oh, look, it's chicken and rice. It's so, you know, it's part of everyone's diets. It's so good. We're eating CRUNCHWRAPs. Not CRUNCHWRAPs. That's not the right word. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is just someone who I think might have a hard relationship with food. Just having a hard relationship with food, you know?
Mm-mm.
Morning, Casey.
I got the mild because
No, Lottie, I would not choose to nourish my family with this meal. No.
the hot sauce here doesn't taste the same as in Canada.
She hasn't been nourishing the family very much for content, has she? We haven't seen much of that.
Okay. Pepsi Zero, in my opinion, is superior to Coke Zero.
I agree. Sorry, I am a Pepsi... we call it Pepsi Max here in Australia. Is that everywhere? Maybe, maybe not. I am a Pepsi Max girly through and through.
Why do they give you this weird little spork? What the heck?
Why does it matter? You're sitting in your fucking lounge room. Go get a fork, you lazy person.
It's very ineffective.
Go get a fork! Sorry.
I hate it.
Do you know what? Going back to the comment that I made before. At this point in time, the audience's mentality is, girl, eat more, whatever. Eat whatever the fuck you want. At this point in time, until we get another, like, loop-de-loop on the Shantel cycle all the way back around to a health emergency. Like, this is why people don't have any sympathy for you, Shantel, because you don't take anybody's advice, you don't fucking listen to anyone, you think you know better, and you're just gonna eat yourself into a diabetic coma. Hopefully not, but, I mean, at this rate, it kind of seems like that's where we're headed. Work diva, hey Mick! Yeah, work diva, you eat all of that food, you sure show the internet, you say, type 2 diabetes be damned, I'm on Genumet. I can do anything I want.
I can't eat like I want to because of it.
Did you hear that? She can't eat like she wants to because of the spork. The spork is the thing that is restraining Shantel right now. And she, much like Miley Cyrus, can't be tamed. She wants to eat as she wills. And a spork is getting in her motherfucking way.
Like I want to because of it.
Girl, put the fork down. Just use your face. Just boom. Right into it. Nom, 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 nom. That'd get views.
I think this is chocolate sauce.
Baby, another drag reference. Even if I had the sugars.
Of course I dropped some on me.
Of course, yeah. Drink the chocolate sauce while we're at it.
Chocolate sauce indeed.
Churros. Deep fried, carby, sugar-coated goodness with chocolate cream sauce.
Oh, this CRUNCHWRAP is so good.
I know that my sounds are not helping this situation, but I'm just trying to put it, because I feel like the more we watch Foodie, the more, not normalized, but what's the word I'm looking for? The, like, less impactful it is. So sometimes my brain wants to act out the sounds so they come through the mouth, just so I'm, like, hearing it in my own space and being like, holy fuck, that is weird. 47, lovely to see you today, mate. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you for the support. 47 says, I hate to even say this, but if it wasn't Shantel, this would be sad. Yeah, I agree. She's literally herself with every piece of garbage she eats. I think it's such a hard thing as well. Thank you for the super chat, 47. Over the many, 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 many years of watching Shantel, that conversation of, like, everybody has to eat has always been, like, pretty paramount. And it is such a hard one to be like, yes, but not everyone needs to eat like this, right? Not everyone needs to. Everybody does need to eat, but, you know, unfortunately, if we don't take care of our meat wagons, things like severe extreme non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, enlarged hearts, and diabetes can affect us. And those things are the things that are kind of dictating what should and shouldn't be eaten. Like food is fuel, which helps with function. And unfortunately, and the thing is, I don't want to say this incorrectly, so bear with me. But the enlarged heart, the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and the diabetes is kind of, in my unprofessional opinion, just someone who has watched Shantel for a very long time and knows a little bit about the human body, my human body. Those diagnoses, those diseases, those ailments are directly linked to Shantel's diet. And they would be directly linked to anybody's diet. And that situation sucks. Like that my empathy and my sympathy goes out to people who have a hard relationship with food, who end up with diagnoses or comorbidities that are impacted by their diet, and that sucks. Also knowing that people have predispositions for comorbidities that are not through diet, but do affect what they can have, such as dairy-free, dairy gluten nuts, like any anaphylaxis, like all of those are really good examples, right? But type 1 diabetes, like there are other things that just happen through no fault of anybody's that result in us having to have a diet that is strict or specific or whatever. All of Shantel's shit has happened because she refuses to take any effort or drive or accountability and say, my relationship with food clearly sucks, let's go engage with a professional. It's never happened for more than a minute. And unfortunately, we get here where she's tied up her income with mukbanging on the internet, and it's not good. It's not good. And it does suck because we are watching someone who is slowly putting, a foot in the grave. And she said it on camera before. She's, according to her, the diagnosis with BED, the food addiction, and none of it matters because she doesn't want to fix it. She just wants to keep doing this and keep getting paid for it. And that's fucking wild.
Seriously.
Morning, Vicky. It honestly looks like she's so happy. And I'm sure, part of her is. I'm sure there's, some real cool biology, biochemistry that goes behind all of this food and dopamine and serotonin and all of that. And we know that, takeout food has specifically designed to be calorie dense and to shoot off those, good feelings in the brain and make it super easy to eat, really hyper palatable. We know all of this stuff. But Shantel is actively making a choice to get this shit delivered. It would be a different situation if she were walking out the front door to go and get this food. But she's just actively participating in having this food delivered. And it was the same back in Canada, and it's the same here in Kuwait. And where's Poopy to help with all of this? Because we were told he was going to help and support her and blah, 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 blah. And here we are making a fool of ourselves on the internet again. Again and again and again and again and again. Lapa, hello. Thank you for being here for a month, mate. Lapa says, can we watch the bunnies eating ASMR, please? I'm sorry, there's a bunnies eating ASMR? With little carrots? I'll put it on the list. Maybe not today, Lapa, but yes, it's on the list. Welsh asks a question, so how is she able to eat so much sugar and not feel fatigued or physically uncomfortable? I think there's probably a good conversation to have about, Chantel's baseline. And that's baseline for, calorie intake, but also baseline for what feels, normal to Shantel. we've spoken about that a lot as well. Like, Chantel's probably extreme, and especially considering the fact that she hasn't had a gallbladder and she eats a high-fat diet, like a high-fat, high-carb diet, low-fiber diet. That is specifically Chantel's diet. So I think that she probably feels like shit, like, 24/7. I think that she probably sleeps for, like, 7 to 8 hours a day and then probably naps for another 4 hours a day. She doesn't do much. She doesn't really leave the air conditioning. She gets overheated really quickly. She enjoys seal position. I don't think she gets more than, like, 1,000 steps in a day. Probably less. So she's not, like, she's legitimately, like, reducing her potential to feel bad because she is just existing as, like, a bit of a slug. You know?
What's your favorite thing from Taco Bell?
I've only had Taco Bell once and it was pretty disappointing, so nothing. Sel, thank you for the super chat. Love Sel says it's amazing. She said she doesn't eat much carbs. Yeah, I mean, looking at all of this, there's definitely, like, I would consider this a high protein, low carb diet for sure. There's deep fried churros with sugar dustings and a chocolate sauce that looks like it's pretty much been licked clean. A CRUNCHWRAP Supreme. There's lettuce in that, so a little bit of fiber, you know, and then cheesy fries. Thank you for the super chat. It is miserable, and that's why, you know, if it were anyone other than Foodie, it would be very, like, it'd be very sad to watch. And that's not saying this isn't sad to watch. I think it is sad to watch, but having watched all of Chantel's content and understanding her opinion when it comes to her being right and everybody else being wrong, like, I don't know, I think most people are kind of just neutral to this. This is sad objectively, but subjectively, it is what it is. It's not going to change. Like, you can hope it would, but it won't.
I don't eat Taco Bell often, but when I do, it's on Taco Tuesday. It's buy one, get one free day.
Oh, okay, cool. So is that 2 serves of churros that you're eating, or?
Okay.
Chantel, you could put the CRUNCHWRAP down if you're going to focus on the fries. You don't need both. You don't. It's not a double fisty situation.
Taco Bell, your sporks are terrible.
Get up off your fucking chair, take a walk 6 steps to the kitchen, rinse yourself off a crusty fork, and use that, dear.
Yeah.
Hey, Nicole, good to see you.
Whoa. Whoa. I think it caught all over me. Oh, well.
Oh no, she's drippy. It's a fun word. Phoebe, you know none of that cutlery's clean. You know it's just sitting in the sink growing mold.
Straight to the washer. This will go.
If you're in a position where getting up and taking 6 steps to go and get a fork is more effort than you think it is, sorry, how do I say this? Is more effort to you than sitting here and eating? No. How do I say that? Just get up and go get a fork. Just go. You know, if you're in a position with, as Shantel, like if you're just sitting here doing this, just doing this, you can take the 12 seconds. You can take the 12 seconds to go get a fork. You really can, you know? Yes, Lottie, I would like her to take 1/10 of her steps for today to go and get a fork. Like, just go and get it. Or don't. Use your hands. Just do this. This is fine. Whatever. Oh, the sleeves in the fries? Oh, it is too. Look at that. Ah, dear. That one's... And this is one of the good tops as well. That's not good. I think as well, because I do have a lot of empathy towards the conversation about having a hard relationship with food. The issue with Shantel is that she's used it as such a broad excuse over the years. I'm not saying she doesn't have a terrible relationship with food. I think it's very obvious that she does. That's not a diagnosis. That's just watching this mukbanger for like 4 years. She does have a terrible relationship with food, but that's not any of our problems. That's her problem. And she's refusing to work on it. And so we end up here. Again. This was one of the good times.
They really loaded on the sour cream.
Let's go, Shantel. I can't wait for the next clinic visit, personally. Just Me, thank you for being here for 10 months. Just Me says, listening as I'm knitting. Ooh, what are you knitting? Thanks, Zach and Chat. You're welcome, mate. Thanks for hanging out. Chat, take your flowers. Lovely to see you, Just Me.
There's not many Taco Bells in Kuwait.
Yeah, don't swallow what you had in your mouth first. Just push more in. If you push it down, you don't actually need to swallow. It'll just slide down the esophagus. That's the yogurt trick.
I'm not dealing with the spork anymore.
Oh. Well, that's all right, honey. You've got like 6 chips left. You'll be fine.
Anyways, guys, I gotta go wash my hands. I'm drenched in hot sauce. Some people eat messy on purpose for videos.
Shantel. No, actually, I don't think Shantel does eat messy on camera for video. Camera for videos. On purpose for videos. I think that's just how Shantel eats. That's just a happy little accident.
I just eat messy naturally, so I don't even have to try.
Yeah, Lottie, submit to every craving, right? That's Chantel's message. Just don't try and just do whatever the fuck you want. It'll be fine. Terrible message, Shantel. Vicky, hello. Thank you so much for rejoining the channel as a member, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome back to Bulbster. And I think that's a Pikachu in your profile picture. That's very cute.
Some people eat messy on purpose for videos. I just eat messy naturally, so I don't even have to try.
It's a weird flex and totally sounds like you're talking to a feeder.
All right. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for having dinner with me.
You know when you've eaten so much that you can't breathe through your nose? That's what Shantel sounds like here.
All right. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for having dinner with me. I hope you had something good to eat, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye. All right, we're moving on to the next mukbang, everyone. This is Subway ASMR mukbang. Be careful. She's got a liter of milk. A liter? I think that's a liter. A liter of milk. Let's go. Oh, we were definitely padding for time in this one. This is only 9 minutes and 43 seconds, and 40 seconds of that is the introduction. Dice Lemons, hello, thank you for the super chat. Love Dice says, I'm working on being a bit nicer. Oh, nice. We'll see how that works out. You can be as nice as you want. Thanks for the super chat, though. I hope you have a fabulous day. I said a liter of milk. She filled up a pint. A pint? I think that's a pint. A pint's like 500 ml, right? Or 6, something. Anyway, she's still got the box, and we do get a refill of milk through this, so she's basically Homelander in this.
Welcome back.
By the way, I haven't seen any of The Boys Season 3 yet, so please no spoilers. But that was a deep The Boys reference.
Back to another video. So today I am going to eat some...
Yeah, where is Marissa? We're about to do some milk math.
Subway. It's actually Substop, but it's kind of the same thing. So to make things simpler, Subway, I have some cheese and vegetable toasties. Cheesy with loads of vegetables.
Well, yeah, it's a pint, so it's around 500 ml. So half a liter.
And some ranch.
Which is... Oh, wait, don't tell me. It's a quarter of a gallon? No. An eighth of a gallon? Damn it. I lost it. Never mind.
Ranch on it. And I have some soft, warmed up chocolate chip cookies in ice cold milk. So, Bismillah, let's...
So Shanta's more... Shanta's... Fuck! I was going to say Chantel's morphing into Santa. But Shanta is a very good mending of the two names. What is wrong with my mouth today?
Get into it. And of course.
Yeah, Shanta's got her open face veggie sandwich, microwaved cookies, and half liter of milk.
Let's give you a beauty bite. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, this is not that good. This can't be that good. We all know this isn't that good. This is Subway bread, cheese, some veggies, and a bucket of ranch. Sel, hello, thank you for joining the channel as a member. Everyone say hi to Sel. Please enjoy the emojis. Thank you very much for the support. 1 liter is a quarter of a gallon. Look at me rocking the milk math. Hell yeah!
Oh wow. That's so good.
That can't be this good. It's impossible for this to be this good.
Let's try some of this cookie. Look at that. Falls apart.
I fall apart. There was something interesting. I don't know if it's in this one or if it was in the live stream. Or maybe it was one earlier. Where Shantel was saying how she doesn't want to do a health gurney anymore because it makes her mad enough to like punch a wall or something. Because people would... Oh, I think it was in the live stream. Because people would come in and tell her like how many sodiums she's had if she ever went on a health gurney. Sorry. But, you know, people are going to go into her... Well, actually, they're probably not going to go into her comment section to tell her how many sodiums she has. Because, to be fair, that's a waste of time. Don't do that. You can jump in the chat, or you can leave it, like, in someone's comment section. That's fine. But Chantel's not going to engage well with that content.
It's so chocolatey and soft. Dip.
Sel, I'm in agreement that she drinks the entire liter of milk, yes.
Mm. Mm.
Is this satiating? Is it creamy? I think it's full creamy.
Oh.
Also, I think we're moving on from the hiding everything under the table phase. I don't know if you specifically wanted to show off the fact that you got 4 cookies. Do you think there are more cookies or natural cookies?
Mm.
Hi James, good to see you. No, I haven't beaten it yet. I've been a little bit busy this week, and I got stuck on the nameless mausoleum at the is it the Azure Coast? Yeah, the Dexterity Ghost. Just beating my butt. So I went for an adventure, all around, and now I've still got I've got 2. Oh, that's right. I went back up into the Shadow Keep and started doing all of that. There's one other side path to like the hidden village that I haven't gone down yet, but I'm thinking I'm very much an explorer kind of girly, you know. Sorry, Shantel, I was interrupting your lunch there. BB, it's a lot of cookies. It's many cookies. Mucho cookies.
Parmesan oregano bread. Cheese, mozzarella cheese, black olives, jalapeno.
Why is there chocolate in your fingers? Sorry, fingernails.
Green peppers, onion, Southwestern ranch.
Oh, double the sauce. It's Southwest and ranch. Right.
I'm telling you, you guys have to warm up the Subway cookies.
I'm fine. I don't actually eat Subway or Subway cookies. You know what I love? A shortbread. Shortbread? Shortbread? Yeah, like a shortbread cream. Arnott's shortbread cream. A classic. Underrated. The Monte Carlos are obviously the best, but the shortbread creams, oh. Love. A Vovo, an iced Vovo, oh. I think I am entering dad territory. My love of, like, classic almonds, biscuits, and Birkenstocks. Uh-oh. See, and the thing with cookies when they're dunked in milk is they slide down the gullet easier. So you have to swallow less. BB, welcome. It's fun. Stephen, thank you for being here for 14 months. Not happy syntax. That's funny. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, mate.
They taste like they're right out of the oven.
I do love an iced Vovo. They're very fun.
Second toasty.
Run Like Helen says, the chocolate on her nail is left from the Taco Bell churro dip she didn't even wash. Do you think so? I can go back. We can check her hand right at the start before she... Where are we at? 4:26. Let's watch... Oh, God, go away. Shoot. No, she's got clean nails at the start, unfortunately. But it was a good theory. I like it. Lisa, hello. Thank you for being here for 11 months, mate. I hope you're having a fabulous day and week. Lisa says, here for Everest content. We're still waiting. Oh, man. We're never going to get to Everest at this rate. Rocky Human, which delicious things? The cookies? So here in Australia, we have a biscuit company called Enert, and they make sweet biscuits like cookies, and they make a whole heap of other things. I think they were one of like the first big, like, shelf-stable baked manufacturers in Australia, if I'm correct. And their logo is like a rainbow lorikeet, I think. And they make like a family selection, right? Which you usually take to a picnic or like a gathering, Christmas Day, whatever. And it's usually, I think it's got like 8 to 10 different varieties of biscuits in it. And the one that's always left over, and I can guarantee you, is just there's a vanilla biscuit. It's not vanilla, but there's just a regular. They're always, for the most part, they're sandwich biscuits, right? So they're biscuit, icing of some variety, biscuit. The orange biscuits are always left over because they're just the worst. Arnott's, if you're listening, just get rid of the orange biscuits. So few people like them. Just get rid of them. Monte Carlos are the favorite. Also, the chocolate, like, Oreo knockoff is bad. Those biscuits don't taste right. But the shortbread creams are good. They've got, like, a vanilla, like, buttercream in the middle of shortbread. Delicious. The Monte Carlos are, like, I don't know how to define them. They're, like, a rough biscuit with really sweet vanilla cream, which is then also covered in, like, a sugar candy drip. But not the biscuit, just the icing. It's very cool. Yeah, anyway.
I love the crunchiness of the onions and the peppers.
Lauren, you want the orange ones all to yourself? Fair enough. See, Jaffa cakes I can get behind. I remember when I went to the UK, I tried the chocolate orange, Tom's, Teddy's, Theodore, Thomas's, Tumpkins, Tyrannosaurus, Pterodactyl. What's his name? Terry. We got there in the end. I tried a Terry's chocolate orange, and I was like, okay, I get it. Chocolate and orange is an interesting flavor combination. It's not super common here in Australia, but I tried a Terry's chocolate orange, and they were good. I understood why people liked them, but there is no chocolate in these orange biscuits. They are just an orange flavored buttercream with just a kind of stale biscuit sandwiched over them, and it's not good.
It's really saucy though.
Oh, Lottie, I haven't tried it. I haven't even seen it. What am I missing? Because Arnott's also do a biscuit version of Hundreds and Thousands, which is like just a vanilla like biscuit with icing on it, and then Hundreds and Thousands sprinkled on top of it. I think they're not called fairy bread. They're called something. I think they're just called Hundreds and Thousands, actually.
What's your go-to Subway order?
Oh, Balo also likes the orange creams. Okay, we've got some fans in the chat. That's fair. You guys can have all of mine. Neurospicy, good to see you. Love, thank you very much for gifting 5 channel memberships. It's very kind. Welcome or welcome back to Hugh, Just a Girl, Nira, Joanne, and Messy Attic. Hello, everybody. Please make sure you thank the lovely and generous My Neurospicy Life, and please make use of the fun new emojis. There you go. Has Shantel said anything in all of this? Hey, Super Chat's good to see you. I don't think she has. We're just getting ranch mouth and cookies and milk from Shanta.
What's your go-to Subway order?
Oh, my go-to Subway order? I haven't really got any fun Subway stories. I remember once when I was like, ugh, I was in that ridiculous stage where I was like, oh, I'm so sick of eating, I'll just be vegetarian, that's healthy. Then went to Subway. Well, not that's healthy. That'll help me lose weight. I was probably like 15. I remember I went to Subway and got a veggie patty. They used to have these veggie patties, and I don't know if they do anymore. But when I tell you I've never experienced food poisoning quite like that before, it was absolutely horrific. Like, it was so bad. And it wasn't just the upset stomach of it, but that night I had a fever like I've never had. I was laying in bed, and I don't remember, I think I've told this story before. Do you remember that, what was that movie called? Like the Indian in the Cupboard, I think it was called. It was about a kid, and there was a magical cupboard, and he put like little miniatures that he had on like a Warhammer map or something into the cupboard, and then opened the cupboard, and they were like living. And I'm pretty sure that guy who was in Zoolander, but not Ben Stiller, the other one. Wow, that guy. I'm pretty sure he was in it. Anyway. It was like that. I was experiencing a fever where I was half conscious, and these like little miniatures were just running across my doona. It was very upsetting. Terrible, terrible bout of Owen Wilson. That's his name. Thank you, TD. Yeah, terrible, terrible experience. Not Small Soldiers, baby. No. No. Anyway, that's one of my Subway stories. And then I didn't really eat a lot of Subway. And that's it. I think my go-to, though, was the chicken teriyaki, just because it felt like you got a lot more meat for your money, you know? Sel, thank you for the super chat. Sel says, I like that you are not mean or curse. Thanks. I mean, Sel, thank you for the support in the super chat. I do curse sometimes, but I try to be shady about it. And not that often. Thank you for the super chat, though. What was worse, the fever or the chili seed in your eye? See, this is why I shouldn't tell stories. The chili seed in the eye was pretty bad. The fever only lasted like a day. So, there are different points in time of my life as well. I couldn't answer you. That's alright, Neurospicy. Thank you. Nice, Fanny. What did you do today? That's cool.
The toasties are like a side item you can order.
That's not... Dude, that's a 6-inch sub. Just open-faced. What are you talking about? A snack item. But it's vegetarian, you guys. It's healthy. Double the sauce. Or your knee. Oh, the knee was bad. I think the knee was the worst because the knee lasted like 3 months. Like, the knee was... Also, if you're in an emergency situation where you dislocate your knee, please call, like, an ambulance or something. Fuck, don't be me. Don't be me in that situation. Don't think it's all good. I'll just ask my also drunk friend to kick my knee back into place. And then it didn't work the first time. So he had to do it again. Don't be me.
I wanted to try them. And they're so good.
Oceana has a note saying each cookie is around 300 calories. 3, 6, 9, 12 plus the sandwich. So like 2,000. Probably that with the milk.
I can't.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. Don't be me.
I just fall apart.
I did have a dangling knee. It was terrible because I couldn't put weight on that leg for, like 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
The first month I was just like holding onto a wall to get anywhere. It was awful. Awful. In retrospect, again, go to a doctor. Or urgent care or something. Jesus. But the things we would tell our past selves if we could go back in time, you know? I don't know if there's anything Shantel would go back in time and tell herself. Actually, that would be a really interesting question for her to ask. Like, I feel like Chantel's chat doesn't seem to be opting for big, like, metaphorical questions. You know, they just don't seem to ask those types of things. But I think that would, like, it's more like, what's your favorite burger? But I think that would actually be a relatively interesting... Maybe Shantel should do a section where she, like, writes in, like, put out a community tab post, like a Q&A, but make it a little bit deeper than Ambi's, you know? By the way, I watched Ambi's latest upload. What a crock of terrible content. That's what she should do. Be like, hi guys, I'd love to answer some of your questions. Let's make them a little bit deeper than what's your favorite takeout? What books did you read? There are some fucking dumb questions a chat asks. But no, a bigger, like, metaphysical question would be cool. Like, if you could go back in time, what would you tell, I don't know, 20-year-old Shantel, 15-year-old Shantel, whatever? Where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years? Do you believe in free will? That's a big question. Yeah. I mean, that would be interesting as well. And that actually would have been interesting because of her being a revert. Like, it would be interesting to see her, not just, like, faith-based opinion, but also, like, how her choosing to follow a faith later in life changed her. I think metaphysical is the wrong word I'm using, but her, like, broader view of the universe. Anyway, I don't think that's ever going to happen, and I don't think Shantel would have particularly poignant or insightful things to say about any of those, but we can hope. Neurospicy, ouch. Yeah. Ouch. Hey, Shenanigans, good to see you. And Morning Person, hello. Thank you so much for being here for 9 months. Morning says, having my morning coffee with you. It's so nice. Oh, great. What type of coffee are you having? Thank you for being here for 9 months. I appreciate the support. Is it a pint of milk? Is that your morning coffee? A pint of milk and 1,200 calories worth of cookie. It's a lot of cookie. Go, take a breath. You don't have to, again, this is like one of the interesting parts of my relationship with food. Just because it's in front of you doesn't mean you need to eat it. You can pack it up and put it in the fridge. It's okay. I hate food waste, and that's part of that relationship, but it's okay. You can pack it up and put it away. It's all right. You don't need to scrape every bowl. You don't. It's okay. If you're full, you're full. It's all right. You don't need to force yourself. You don't need to eat that last cookie if you don't want it, Shantel. But your face is telling me you want that last cookie. I would like to know how her diabetes is going with all of these cookies. Oh, we're filling up the pint. All right, 1 pint down. Second pint. Pints all around. Hillary Butterbeans. Hello, thank you for being here for 39 months, my friend. Hillary says, I've been enjoying the replays lately. Thanks, Whelpy. You're welcome, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying the replays. I know that the lives and versus the replay of the lives feels very different. Actually, I don't really go back and watch the lives, but then again, that's me going back to watch a recording of me doing a thing in the moment as opposed to watching the thing in the moment to watch the replay. So if anyone has any feedback about the replays, feel free to let me know. This is the refill? Yeah. Oh, she did a halfer. Okay, it's just 750 milliliters. It's fine. It's a pint and a half. Ooh, yeah, Lottie. Although, but do you think if... Here's the bigger, like, philosophical question in all of that. That's the word I think I was looking for. If Shantel went back in time and tried to give her, like, younger self advice, would Chantel's defiance get in the way of her taking that advice? Would Shantel just, like, push older Shantel out of the way and be like, shut up, I'll do what I want. Who even are you? What is this, some ridiculous horror story? Get lost. You're a loser. Probably. Tansy, thank you for being here for 10 months, lovely. Tansy says her diabetes would like to know where they stand too. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be interesting for her to take her sugar after all of this. The level of delusion she must be experiencing to think that, oh no, I'll just take my Janumet and eat this much fucking shit. And again, my experience with diabetes is not my own, but, you know, interpersonal experience with diabetes is only in the realms of type 1. But, like, I'm just imagining sitting down and eating these four fucking cookies and how much, like, insulin you would need to give yourself. Chantel's very fortunate and privileged to not be in that position, but somehow here we are. Her being told you're pre-diabetic, you're pre-diabetic, you're pre-diabetic, you're type 2 diabetic. Oh, well, you've reverted from that status with cocaine and Ozempic, apparently. Oh, we're back to type 2. And just fucking doing this shit? Girl, stop. What happened to all of those resources and stuff that she got given in Canada that were international, that, you know, would help her? No, that introductory therapy session didn't stick, huh? What a shocking surprise. Oh, really, Greenie? That's fun. Quite a bit of insulin one, by the sounds of it. She's fortunate she's not type 1. Like, fuck. But she's messing around with a disease that will, like, that sucks for everybody, but the fact that she isn't taking it seriously is just shocking. She's gonna come back online in, like, 2 weeks' time and be like, you guys, I lost another, like, 10 kilos. It's like, if that's the case, then that's unexplained weight loss and you have, like, severe problems. like, because she came online and she said that she'd lost, like, 15 pounds or whatever the hell it was. That it's unexplained weight loss, dude. The diabetes is eating your muscle. Like, your organs are going to start failing. You're going to lose a foot. And you keep getting mad at people on the internet for saying that you are going to lose a foot. But that is the most dire, direct, like, bad things are happening. It's the equivalent, well, not the equivalent, but it's as close to saying, like, you're going to die if you don't take this seriously. Like, diabetes can be a killer. And it can hurry up all of the organ failure that has been going on for a hot minute with Shantel. Like, that's serious. That's serious. That's not people laughing that you're going to lose a foot. That's, like, people commenting on the fact that you are going to eat yourself into the dirt. Which is very sad.
I can't believe it didn't dawn on me earlier to try warming them up.
Work one. That's a good one. Self-inflicted diabetic ketoacidosis. That's a bop. Voodoo, thank you for the super chat, love. Voodoo says, rewatching your lives, I appreciate that you recap what someone says so I can listen without having to stay in the chat. Oh, good interview technique. Thanks, Voodoo. Yeah, okay, I can see how that works. Sometimes I feel like in the moment it must be really annoying because I stop and start Shantel so often to, like, respond to something or, like, ask something of chat or read something in chat. So I'm glad it's not that grating. Good. Okay, good. Thank you. Cookies are gone. That's the update, chat. Cookies are gone. All of the cookies. No more cookies.
That was a very good meal. I'm so thankful. thankful that I got to eat it.
Okay.
I hope you had something to eat while watching me.
No, I'm fine, thank you. I feel a little sick, honestly.
And I hope you had dinner with me.
I did not have dinner with you, no.
Or lunch or breakfast, depending
No.
where you are.
No, I don't think I could. Maybe that could be a challenge, but I have, like, one of my lines in the sand is, like, I won't eat on camera. Outside of, like, a fudge brownie that I made that one time on that stream. I don't, and maybe a nut, maybe a peanut, some kind of nut. I'm not interested in mukbangs. I don't want to do any of that stuff. That's a line in the sand where it's like, that's content I never want to touch, because that relationship with, like, making money off of a bad relationship with food just sits so sourly in my brain. And in a different, like, if I'd started watching Shantel at a different period, at a different, like, period in my life, I could have seen Shantel as, like, oh, she's got great success for just, like, eating on camera. You can do that. Oh, God, terrible. Like, that's the darkest timeline. Bad. Boo, bad. But I don't think I could ever actually sit and watch Shantel while I eat. I think that would be a challenge, and I don't think I would be up to that. No.
To eat while watching me, and I hope you had dinner with me, or lunch or breakfast, depending where you are.
That's true. I did have that pickle pop pickle. That's true. We do love a garnish.
It's kind of noisy outside. Sorry about that. So before I go, I just want to remind you that I have a Cameo. If you would like to request a personalized video from me.
Personalized. By the way, pay me and I'll eat what you want. Ow, 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 ow. Do you know what? Maybe I need, like, a prop corn dog. A novelty-sized prop corn dog. Just so I can imitate how Shantel does her cameos. By the way, I haven't even seen that cameo, but I'm just making some assumptions. Luke, thank you for the super chat, lovely. Luke says she's not even enjoying the food, she's shoving it in. She's having a very, like, silent mukbang. Not mouth sounds, but, like, there's no talking. She's just with her one true love, the cookies, you know. The squeaky dog corn dogs. Oh my God, that would drive everyone's pets insane. I'm gonna order one immediately. I could crochet a corn dog. I don't think I'm barely getting the chain down. Also, I've committed to just making a big blanket, but just one big square. So it's just going to be a chain, or maybe the other way, just a chain back and forth until I'm done. So just a really big scarf, like a king size scarf. I think. So I don't think corn dogs in crochet corn dogs would be like a next year feat, I think. Not feet. One by one. Anyway, I don't want your cameo. Sorry, was the long and short of that one.
Please get yours now. You can request happy birthdays, special occasions,
or something for you to eat.
Just any kind of video that you want from me. The link for my Cameo is in the description below. Other than that, guys.
No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Go away. No thank you. Oh no! That was me. Makes me want a corn dog real bad. Okay, so we're done with Shantel. For those of you who aren't interested in catching up with Anna, you should be, because it's great content. This is Anna, aka Glitterandlazers, who has 2.25 million subscribers. This went up today, currently has 30,000 views. It is I'm Having Surgery. I skipped over the first 2 minutes because I don't know why, but she has this habit of, like, in her vlogs. By the way, here's the recap on Anna. We've been watching for the last month or so. She's been on 2 cruises that have been sponsored and or paid for, created terrible content, taken a day on each cruise to just not create content, and the content has been questionable, bad, and she complained a lot. The I'm Having Surgery, I've listened to a little bit of this, so it does explain some of the, not that specifically, but some of the, like, mobility stuff, for instance. But she does this weird thing where she puts, like, or her editor, whatever his name is, puts the, like, some of the highlights in the first couple of minutes, and I understand, like, he's trying to get the hook for people who only watch, like, the first 5 minutes. The first 2 minutes are a highlight, so you're more likely to watch more of. But it literally comes up in the video, so I've just skipped through all of that. So we're at, like, the 2 minute mark, you know? Get 23 minutes of crying. 20. Yes, basically 20. What is Glitterandlazers' deal? Well, Shay, I don't really know. I haven't been watching her for that long, but she was, so at a time there was a conversation around the healthy at every size of it all. She became I guess a influencer in many ways. She was featured recently on like a Nike, I think it was a Nike campaign. I thought I saw that. Does a lot of like fashion hauls, which I love. Like I love talking about fashion with Anna. It's so much fun. And then she was running at the start of the year, which was also really fun. But she does a lot of sponsored content and does a lot of like brand deals and stuff. Not as consistent on YouTube. Definitely more consistent, I think, over on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff. But I don't really watch that. I'm here for the long form stuff. Yeah, so there's a lot of that. There is some like health gurney stuff sprinkled in as well. So I find that really interesting. Anna has a lot of stuff that interests me when it comes to like content, you know? She does power walk, yes. All right, everybody get cozy, get comfortable, and welcome to the Glitter and Lasers show, where everything's great.
In 1 week, I am having surgery
Sorry, I'll
to
turn her
address
up.
my lipedema. And I felt like I needed to come and just explain why and how I got to this point.
Okay.
About 2 years ago, I started talking about my health journey.
She did. There's some really, I won't say good stuff, but there's some really interesting stuff where Anna is talking about like her relationship with the audience and her health and like everything that she goes through, probably from like 2 or 3 years ago, which is really interesting. I thought about doing some retro stuff with Anna as well, because that was interesting to see how far she'd come in the last few years. And it's weird because this is sounding very like 2021.
And in the beginning, I was really open about everything going on. But
Oh, Lottie has a note. If you're unfamiliar with Glitter and Lasers, Colin Mockery has a really good video called Why Glitter and Lasers Doesn't Deserve Her Audience, that goes through the history and why people have issues. There you go. Maybe we should watch that sometime, Lottie. That could be fun.
as time went on, there was just so much criticism, and it affected my mental health. And I also was afraid that I would start making decisions based on what people thought of me.
Oh, also recently she got drunk, went into a Target and decided to rearrange the mannequins because they deserved a nicer outfit. It was not well received.
Versus what was actually best for me. So I decided at that point to pull back and to allow myself the time to make the right decisions. And that with the intention of maybe not ever sharing it. But now I feel a responsibility to share it because I genuinely feel like I dealt with my condition too late, and I can be honest about that. And I am.
So Anna, it's really, how do I say this? It seems to be quite common for a lot of people who bait health gurneys on internet. Oh, sorry, Anna's thinking face. Who bait health gurneys on the internet to talk about something for a couple of weeks, and then as interest kind of dies off, just drop it. And if you watch Ambi, like I watch Ambi, and get very cynical at every discussion around a health gurney, you can kind of see it with her as well. But it all just kind of falls off, and whether or not that is because the audience isn't interested, or because it's boring, or because it's not actually happening, that all depends on the person. But both Ambi and Anna, I think, introduce a conversation in the health gurney of it all, and then just stop doing it, and so therefore they can't make content out of it.
Working on not punishing myself for that, because I think it's an unfair thing to punish myself for, but it's something I deeply feel right now. And therapy is great, I'll get through it, but right now I'm not.
Just a reminder, YouTube is no one's therapist.
And if I can help somebody else get the treatment and care they need and figure out how to do that, I want to be that person, because I don't want anyone else to go through what I'm going through right now.
Okay.
So I have
Also weird, because I remember her, didn't she put a short up not long ago going to a doctor and kind of baiting what that was all about as well? This all feels very baity.
lost about
Hey, Savitri.
100 pounds. And in January, I stopped losing weight. I was taking Wegovy. I know I've never talked about my medication before, but it is important to the story. So I'm going to talk about it here, and I'm not endorsing anything. You should go see your doctor for any medical treatment. It's just important to the storyline.
Yeah, the overall message to be taken away from all of this is please engage with healthcare professionals.
So I'd been on the Wegovy for about, I'm going to say 8 months, and I just stopped losing weight. And I was keeping around an 1,800 to 2,000 calorie diet, and I was training for my 5K. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below just so you can get an idea of like what I was doing.
No, we were there, girl. We watched it together. It was great. I love the race stuff.
And that was weird. That was unusual. And
I loved all of, like, the training up to the race. That was good. The race itself was fine. I mean, I don't know. I feel like with that particular content, I feel like she probably should have done more, like, before and after stuff, and less, like, her friend power walking beside her filming her, because that all just seemed a little bit, like, I don't know, like she wasn't taking it seriously, like it was just for the content.
Tracking just, like, everything according to what I needed to be my best and healthiest self. And so it was very frustrating. So my doctor was like, well, maybe we'll try a different medication. Zepbound goes up higher in its dosages. Maybe you just need a higher dosage.
Great.
We went on Zepbound. And by we, I mean I went on Zepbound. Nobody else joined me. It wasn't like a collective. But I ended up having a really bad allergic reaction. And it also made me hungry versus stabilizing my appetite. So it was not good for me.
This entire conversation about the medication is relatively uninteresting, I suppose, but she is putting into context, like, the health, like, her accountability of the health and what she was doing and how responsible she was being. My curiosity in all of this, and maybe someone who has a better history of Anna can help, but the topic of lipedema, lymphedema, which is just, by the way, how I refer to it because of the Ambi, like, because of Ambi canonically mispronouncing and misrepresenting what she was actually talking about. I'm curious because surely that has been a conversation for quite a long time with Anna. Just based on Anna's content over the last 3 years, there has been a lot of her referencing health, etc.
And I also started to have, like, pain, and we thought that was related to the allergic reaction, because, you know, allergic reactions can cause inflammation and all kinds of other things. Didn't pay any mind to it, detoxed off the medication, went back onto Wegovy, and then I felt great again.
Great.
Still wasn't losing weight. So my doctor was like, maybe it's just a plateau, just keep going, and I did. And in June, whenever I went to the doctor in LA, like 2 weeks previously, I can't even remember when that was, so, oh gosh, I want to say it's March, but that could be wrong. It could also be April. It's all a blur right now. But what happened is I went to the doctor again, still wasn't losing weight. So she was like, we're going to try a different medicine combo, but I think you need to see somebody about your lipedema.
Okay, I'm going to call bullshit on this. I think that if Anna were having conversations with her healthcare professional specifically about weight loss, I'm pretty sure there would have been a really quick conversation about lipedema, lymphedema, and to maybe go and seek professional assistance surrounding that, not just, here's a weight loss drug, go to town. I could be wrong.
Before we make any big decisions. And I was like, okay. And I literally just felt like they're going to tell me the same things that I've heard from every doctor. And I've heard about my lipedema from my obesity specialist, which was who I was seeing,
right,
my vascular surgeon because of, like, my spider veins and circulatory issues as a result of lipedema,
right,
also from my primary care doctor. And
right, but thanks to Ambi, we know that there are doctors out there who specialize in lipedema, lymphedema. So you were never referred to a specialist in all of that conversation? That seems strange to me.
just felt like it was going to be like the dry brushing, the self-lymphatic massage, wearing compression socks, compression pants if I can find ones that fit me correctly, which I couldn't at the time, changing my diet, which I'd already done, exercising, maybe reducing the high impact stuff. Like, I knew that that's what I was going to hear, and so I didn't expect anything different, right? So I went in, and I also wanted to know, like, when I was ready, how much would surgery cost and all of that. I saw several doctors, and we'll talk about that in a different video, but I did see several doctors, and every single one of them said the same thing.
Right.
Which was that I was very close to losing mobility, which...
Yeah, and that sucks for everybody, for anybody, rather. I'm just really confused about this timeline.
It was extremely shocking to me because I felt great. I didn't have pain.
Yeah, that is weird because she's putting the timeline in, we're going to speak to additional healthcare practitioners in April, and the like preparing for the race stuff was all in December. Maybe it was December. Her time, because I think the content came out in January. February?
My inflammation was
Really me, hello.
like under control. So I was like, I'm fabulous, right? But every single one of them is like, ugh, you need to.
Yeah, Nicole, I'm on board. I don't think Anna tells the truth about most things. I agree. I mean, because Anna's status as an influencer, pretty much everything out of her mouth feels a little bit produced, you know, which is sad to say. And I don't mean to be that cynical, but you know, we've watched a lot of Anna, and this may be 100% truth. It may be a little bit gaslighty in terms of the timeline. It might be her version of the, you know, plot of events, but yeah,
You need to deal with
it is at, like, in short, unsurprising.
Soon. And so, you know, the first time I heard it, I was like, okay. Second time I heard it, I was like, you make a good point. Third time I heard it, I actually started to get scared.
Right, so we got 3 opinions based on at what stage we're at with our lipedema, and she was told the same thing multiple times, and it finally hit home, which does make me question maybe what advice she was following through with over the last few years, because she was talking about health stuff, but I don't think lipedema ever really came up as a thing. I think her audience was quite vocal about it.
So I made the decision that during the summer is the slowest time of year for me work-wise. It made the most sense to, if I was going to do it then. So I made the decision to have surgery, scheduled the appointment, and started the process of prepping for surgery.
Okay. What does that look like? Take me on that health gurney. I'd love to go there.
And again, I'm still feeling pretty good at this point.
Like, I have no idea what prepare... Like, and what she's saying is she wants this not just to be her venting and getting it out to the audience and getting sympathy back, but she wants to influence other people and say, look, if you are experiencing similar things, go and speak to your healthcare professional. Highly recommend that. Oh, I've lost my point. It disappeared.
Started the process of prepping for...
That's what I was going to say. But it would also be really interesting if she were going to create content around her journey into preparing for the surgery, because that might also be really useful for someone, not just, I have a lot of feelings.
Surgery. And again, I'm still feeling pretty good at this point. As part of surgery protocol, you have to go off GLP-1s and several other medications, okay?
Right.
Just because they thin the blood or they can cause problems with anesthesia. I started to go off of the Wegovy.
Okay.
And it's been really, honestly, terrible. I don't have another word for it. I don't want this to be a cry video, but it really is a cry video because it's
about 20 minutes of a cry video.
Started to really feel the condition in my body in a way, like I always had some pain. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have a really high pain tolerance, and that is just a symptom of the life I've lived. But this was
Oh, a manual extraction. Interesting.
new, and this was hard, and it felt as if
Hey, Sarah.
I had regressed all the way back. The first week I was off it, I started to just have pain in my legs, feeling like a giant bruise. Data couldn't lie next to me, couldn't lie on my lap. The second week I was off it, I started to have difficulties like walking distances. You know, for me, walking.
Okay, I'm going to need to get a better understanding of what this drug is. Wegovy. Drug? Well, it's called Wegovy. Wegovy. Brand new... Wait, are we talking about the same thing? Brand new... Sorry, which is a new brand, there we go, of semi-glutide. Is it just a semi... Is that what we're talking about, chat? It is Wegovy? Yeah, TD, good question. How was that... What did Wegovy have anything to do with pain? Is that how it works? Acts on areas of the brain which are involved in regulating your appetite. That was my understanding of it. Thank you, British Heart Foundation. It increases feelings of fullness, reduces feelings of hunger, and reduces the preference for high-fat foods. It also reduces blood sugar by promoting the release of insulin when blood sugar levels are high. Not a pain medication. It's just a semi-glutide. It's Ozempic. She's a Zempi girly. What is she talking about? Okay. Apologies for my ignorance, because when I listened to this, I was like, I don't know what Wegovy is. I'm just going to assume that she's telling me about a medication that is helping with her lymphedema. Lymphedema, sorry. And I don't understand how it works. Okay.
I started to have difficulties like walking distances. You know, for me, walking 5 to 6 miles a day was pretty normal. It was something I did. You know, at least that's what my Apple Watch told me.
Right.
And now I was walking like 2-3 miles and things started to really hurt.
Okay, so is this just her way to say that she went off the Wegovy not that long ago, because she was saying the consultation was in April, so 2 months. May and June, maybe, and July, I guess. Maybe 3 months. And that because she was off the Wegovy, she'd put on weight, and so her legs were hurting more. Maybe that's what it is.
My work.
In which case, this is a really roundabout. Oh my god. This is a really roundabout way of saying that.
Workouts started to become really, really hard. Even when I asked my trainer to like reduce the workout weights, I couldn't do them. Like, it was as if my muscles had just magically atrophied.
I'm going to be asking some health and drug questions in this chat, and I'm so sorry because, like, I know I don't like to be ignorant, but what? What do you mean your legs had atrophied? Girl, you had crystallized. And you're a glamazon. Annie, good morning, my love, and thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a big cup of coffee. Thank you for the super chat. Annie says, basically, she started eating foods that inflamed the lipedema again. Aha, there you go. That likely caused her to swell up and have pain in the affected limbs. Right, so not muscle atrophy, just diet related. Got it. Thanks, Annie.
I am afraid that a lot of the work I've done on
Trey didn't like the session. Thank you.
my mobility and the way my body works to kind of help counter my hyperextension may be gone. I have a feeling it's gone because I'm starting to have pain in my ankle again, and I haven't had pain in my ankle since I did that, and I just like...
I'm sorry, go back. Sorry, not Shantel. Anna, you're talking a lot of health stuff, and I am a simple man. I need some help.
A lot of the work I've done on my mobility and the way my body works to kind of help counter my hyperextension may be gone. I have a feeling it's gone because I'm starting to have pain in my ankle again, and I haven't had pain in my ankle since I did that, and I just like...
Weren't we just running in January? What? Lottie says, Wegovy is essentially the response to the backlash against Ozempic being used for weight loss. They created a slightly different formula targeted for weight loss and called it Wegovy instead of Ozempic. Oh, there you go. All right, semaglutide. Right, got it. She's a Zempi girl.
Like, I have to do this assessment.
TD says she's relying on people not knowing about health stuff to cover for the fact that the story makes no sense. She sounds like Kennedy Davenport on the on the Death Becomes Her walkway. She honestly does. When Kennedy comes out like a phoenix, being like, well, Trey didn't like the session, and he had burned me and gutted me, but I had crystallized. That's what she sounds like. She sounds like she's trying to link the lack of Zempi to muscle atrophy and hyperextension, which could, like, maybe not muscle atrophy, I guess, if you're moving less, but those things may be related to weight gain, sure, but not because you just stopped taking the drug.
Counter my...
Brandon, I agree. We as a society don't discuss Death Becomes Her enough. And you know what? I'm not here for remakes, generally ever. Just watch the original. But I would really appreciate a Death Becomes Her Part 2. I would. If we're getting a Beetlejuice 2, give me a Death Becomes Her 2.
Hyperextension?
Get the girls back. Give me an update. Where are they now?
Maybe gone. I have a feeling...
Is there a second magical potion?
It's gone because I'm starting to have pain in my ankle again, and I haven't had pain in my ankle since I did that, and I just like... I have to do this assessment in like a couple days, and I am like terrified. She's
I agree. She's kind of talking shit, Mass. Yes.
gonna tell me that I'm locking my legs again because I worked so freaking hard to not do that.
All right. We may have to get a deep dive into Anna's relationship with locked legs.
but it's just my body trying to stop the pain I'm living in.
Oh my god, this is a lot of emotions.
I now wake up every day in pain.
Hi, Katie.
And it's really bad. And
oh my god, just the...
I am trying to smile through it, and I'm trying to live through it, but
It kind of feels like you're trying to cry through this. This all feels very produced fake, and I don't want to do this, Anna, because I know you're upset here, but I don't see the tears. And he says, like, there's diabetes or pre-diabetes, but she lies about that so the Wegovy may have been controlling any pain from it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, her health history is a strange one, because she's so open and talkative about it sometimes. Yeah. No tears, dry cheeks. Yeah, I think dry cheeks. Just got no tears left to cry.
I'm crying a lot. I'm traveling with my creative partner.
Also, again, sorry to interrupt you, Anna. Like, I would understand. This type of shit is bonkers, because I would understand doing this on something like a live stream, right, where you're engaging with your audience. But this, go to therapy. Your YouTube channel, like, no, I think platform wide people need to do less of this.
John, and I just keep
just coming online and dumping for 20 minutes. Like, no one, like, I'm not saying everything needs to be happy and sunshine and roses and candy and lollipops and sweet things. And that's fine. You can have these moments. That's fine. But what the fuck are we meant to do about it? You can, like, God, what do you want us to do?
apologizing because I'm so slow and I'm so tired all the time. And it feels like everything I fought for the last 2 years.
I think we got a tear.
Is just
Or sweat.
like ripped out of my hands.
Right.
And there's new pain that I didn't have when I started my health journey. And I don't understand it, and I can't even predict it, but I've started to have pain in my shoulders and my upper arms. And so the whole thing with, like, not being able to have my dog on my thigh, now I can't lay on my side because this hurts, like, this area feels just, like, so bruised.
Okay. Go get that surgery. Go do something about it.
I know surgery is gonna help, but it all seems really overwhelming right now.
Well, you said I'm having surgery in the title, so I'm assuming we're gonna get there. Not wrong, Lottie. Everyone has these moments from time to time, privately. Yeah, it is interesting that the people we choose to watch often have these private moments set up with a full ring light camera. Although, to be fair, she's got her creative partner, John, was it? Who gets to edit all of these things together. What fun for John.
Do
you think John ever just turns around and says, you know what, Anna, maybe not this one. Maybe we leave this one in the vault, you know?
I can't help feeling like a failure. And I know sharing this, I am going to get shredded online. I know that is what so many people are going to do.
I mean, I'm not here to shred it. I'm just curious about Anna's content and story, and this is kind of a formative moment in all of that. Frostbite, thank you for the super chat. I mean, I'm not here to shred you, Anna. This isn't the Target video all over again. But in short, moments like these are probably better had with friends and family and or therapists or psychologists or whatever, healthcare professionals, than just your random internet audience. And, you know, like, you can come online and have this conversation, but you don't need to be, like, you can have this conversation and get your feelings out, and that's all fine. But this is, I don't know, like, with these pieces of content, it always feels like this is a lot of emotion, and especially with Anna and how produced everything feels, you know?
I remember I watched a video. I don't even know who this creator was. I just watched someone's, like, reaction.
I don't know any reactors to Anna. Surely they're out there, but I don't know.
Because, of course, I've been trying to figure out, like, what happens when you get surgery, like other people have been diagnosed. You know, I'm curious. Like I'm acknowledging and accepting this, and it helps.
Okay.
That's why I'm making this, to help somebody else go through that journey maybe a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were going through this journey and I watched this piece of content, I don't know. Again, not saying not everybody's journey is important, whether or not they choose to produce it and monetize it. Like, that's an option. That's a choice. I wouldn't recommend it. I feel like, and considering how long Anna's been on the platform as well, I don't know. She doesn't seem to have. She seems to be quite reactive to the comment section, what people criticize her on, all of that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah.
But this man made a video where she's like, she doesn't even pronounce the condition wrong. It's lipedema, not lipedema. And all I could think was,
could be lymphedema. No, don't listen to me. I'm not a professional.
She doesn't even pronounce the condition wrong. It's lipedema, not lipedema. And all I could think was, my doctor's only ever said lipedema. So, asshole man on the internet, you're wrong.
Oh no, not asshole man.
And that's what I realized in that moment, was that like everything I say, someone is going to tell me I'm wrong. And I am...
With the lipedema, lymphedema? Well, that's, I mean, not necessarily about a conversation about being wrong. There's no right or wrong in any of this. Well, at least from my perspective, the health of it all is entirely up to a healthcare professional. But, like, the content we can talk about.
Really grateful that I made the decision to not share this until I was ready. Because I don't know if I would have made the decision that I've made. But I ultimately know it's the right decision.
Wait, the reacting to people who are reacting to you, or the surgery?
I think the hardest thing about all of this, and it's just like when I think about it, it's like, for the last 2 years, being physically active has become a huge part of my life and my joy.
Yeah.
And I fought for that activity. I fought for that movement. And it's like someone has just ripped everything I love just out of my hands and taken it away. And I just want it back. And I'm going to keep fighting to get it back because I deserve.
This is just a reminder, if you haven't watched Anna's content, feel free to go watch some of Anna's older content, or just watch like the SponCon stuff that we've been watching recently, because she always reaches a period in her vlogs where she's like, you know, it's hot and it's sweaty and I'm a mess, but I can do it because I'm great and I'm just here to have a good time. And then 30 seconds later, it'll cut to, oh, you guys, like, I'm so tired and it's so hot and it's hot and I need a drink and it's hot and I'm tired. And then 30 seconds later, it'll be like, but I can do it. I have got this. I won't say toxically positive, but I am positive and I will get through this and we'll have a good time and I can't fit in the back of the bus. Ha ha ha. Like, it's just this, it's this really bizarre, and I keep saying the word cynical because I think it is very appropriate for when you watch Anna's content, because it's very hard to see a real interaction in all of that. And that's hard enough when you're like speaking to a camera, and I get that. And which is why I encourage like chats more, because it feels like I'm talking to people. But in all of this, my cynical alarm is just going ringy dingy dingy. Because she jumps all over the place with the talking points. Can't seem to tell a straight story. And it sucks to lose mobility. Like, everybody, like, that sucks for everybody, and everybody should fight to keep their mobility as best they can. But again, it seems like the conversation, like, it's like the unspoken bit of a sentence, you know? She's not sitting here and saying, my relationship with food isn't good, I put on weight because I stopped taking Wegovy, and now I'm in this position. She's just saying, I went off the drug and all of a sudden muscle atrophy and my arms hurt. Which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
And I just want it back. And I'm going to keep fighting to get it back because I deserve to have joy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to move in my body freely. And I don't deserve this pain. And I think that's the hardest thing, is like, and I'm honestly working through this in therapy because it's a lot, but...
That's good. And you would probably argue that this is therapeutic, but I don't think it is.
I'm not...
I don't think recording this, maybe, getting it out in a Dear Diary style, sure, but it is absolutely your choice to produce and monetize this gal. You didn't need to, but you did.
I'm not the problem. The condition is the problem. And that's hard because, like,
I heard it in her voice, Lottie.
as a bigger body, you're just gaslit your whole life to feel like you're the problem.
I mean, I don't mean to say I agree with that, but we are given one meat wagon and we are responsible for it, and sometimes it doesn't play nice. And there's no sense in, like, hating yourself for that, because it's just what it is. But, yeah, it's choices. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
But
I don't get it. I don't get it as well because it feels like Anna hasn't necessarily gone through any of the recommendations of lipedema, lipedema, lymphedema, and is now just, oh great, well it's the worst it could possibly get. I only have one choice. It's surgery, and now we're just getting all of this like dumped on us, you know?
You're not. You're not the problem. I think I need to be really honest about the fact that I'm scared.
Okay.
I know that
Where are we, by the way? What kind of room is this?
surgery is
What are these headboards?
the right option, but I am so afraid that it won't solve the problem.
Also, is that a Mountain Dew bottle back there? Sorry. Anna, I'm so sorry. I just need to answer a question real quick. I don't know if that's a Mountain... I think that's a Diet Mountain Dew. Is Diet Mountain Dew good for lipedema? Lipedema, lymphedema? I don't mean to be shady, but I've been looking at it for like 10 minutes. I know she loves Mountain Dew. Oh, this might have been during the cruise. Maybe. It doesn't seem like a cruise room, though. Like, those headboards are really weird. Really weird. I think they've got, like, a light under them or something. That is, I know the colour. I thought so. I thought it was original Mountain Dew, and then I looked at the label being silver and thought, I think that's the diet one, actually. Anyway, sorry, Anna. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I want to Google whether or not Diet Mountain Dew is good or bad for lipedema, lipedema, lymphedema, but I won't, because I think I know the answer about high sodium beverages. Never mind. It's fine. Shut up, Zach.
That I will put myself through a lot of pain.
Oh yeah, again, having been through this conversation with Ambi as well, like there is that conversation about diet and about sodium and about massages and all of that stuff. And Anna kind of skimmed over that at the start of this video because it sounds like she's never tried any of those things or followed through on the recommendations of healthcare professionals. So it sucks that we're in this position, but unfortunately, if nothing changes, nothing changes, and that's just the reality of it all. Maybe if we didn't take a Disney cruise and get upsetty spaghetti about it and instead use that time to address our health concerns, maybe that would... I mean, look, live your life. I'm not trying to tell her what to do with her time, but I understand she's busy. But we were running in January, and then we had April to talk about the lipedema, lipedema, lymphedema, and it's been 3 months, and it doesn't sound like she's done any of the recommended things. So now it's just here.
Different type of pain, but pain nonetheless, and a lot of, emotional, I want to say trauma, because this is traumatic.
Okay.
And it won't be better. I don't feel great going into this, but I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody goes into surgery being like, yay!
Not necessarily. I mean, I'm very fortunate, touch wood, that I haven't had to have surgery myself. But, there is a path to, something better than the current situation. So there's a positive in that aspect. I also totally understand the concern, but there's a nugget of goodness.
I think if you live with this condition, you're watching this, you're probably nodding your head and you get it. And I hope for two things. One, I hope that this works. And two, I hope that content like this will help other people. There are so many mixed messages about bodies. I mean, you're damned if you seek treatment, you're damned if you don't.
I don't think that's true.
There are so many mixed messages about bodies.
I agree with that.
I mean, you're damned if you seek treatment, you're damned if you don't.
I don't think... Who's damning who for seeking treatment? That's the wrong attitude. again, back to talking about old dangle knee over here, me. Don't neglect your health. Seek treatment. Speak to healthcare professionals. No one's saying don't do that. My God. Okay.
And I'll say this, and this is controversial, and I don't even freaking care anymore. If I'm controversial, it's fine.
We're going back to Target, everyone.
But on one hand, people are telling you it is all your fault, and you are the problem, and you are making choices.
I do say choices quite a lot, but that's Tatiana's impact.
That led you to this. And on the other hand, you have a community of people who are telling you you were just meant to be big, don't do anything about it. And guess what? Both of those are wrong.
Yeah. I mean, there's kind of arguments back and forth across all of that, but I'm still on board. I'm still really confused about the don't seek treatment camp, because that sounds dumb as fuck. Sorry.
That led you to this. And on the other hand, you have a community of people who are telling you you were just meant to be big, don't do anything about it. And guess what? Both of those are wrong.
Is this the Tory Verja let's eat cake lady? What's she up to? I remember I only know that one because of that the cake reference, because I did a reaction way back when I started. She did a TED talk, and I did a reaction to that. And very baby Zach, very nervous, but okay.
So I would say to anyone,
yeah, like healthy at every size. Yeah.
If you feel like you are trapped in your body, and this isn't about aesthetics, this isn't about looking cute or...
Oh my God, Marissa, hi. We were talking about you earlier. Good to see you. I think it was about mouth sounds with Shantel.
If you feel like you are trapped in your body, and this isn't about aesthetics, this isn't about looking cute or being enclosed, but it's okay to
interesting, Jessica. There you go.
Pursue changes in your body for those reasons, but I am talking about a very different feeling when you feel like your body is fighting you. See somebody about it, and don't just see like a random person on the internet. Like, go see a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in firm agreement there, Anna. I think that if you are suffering with something physically, mentally, etc., go and speak to the appropriate professionals, because that's what they're there for, not just someone on Instagram, I guess.
About looking cute or being enclosed, but it's okay to pursue changes in your body for those reasons, but I am talking about a very different feeling when you feel...
Girl, your body is your body. Pursue changes however the fuck you want. Don't let people tell you what to do. Fuck off. No, I have many issues with the healthy at every size perspective. And I think as the years have gone on, most people have seen the sense in, like, the rhetoric of it all. Like, girl, don't tell me what to do. Like, it's the same coin, different side of the same coin when it comes to the argument of, like, what is conventionally attractive? Like, you can't speak about conventionally healthy, right? You just can't. You can't. I understand, like, the arguments to be made about BMI, etc. I'm not talking about that. With, like, that is general numbers. We are talking about health. If you're telling me something let's take smoking for an example as an ex-smoker. If someone came up to me while I was smoking and said, hey, maybe not in the street, but in general conversation, hey, have you ever thought about, like, quitting smoking? You know, it's not great for your health. I'd be like, yeah. And then you could go down the myriad of lists of reasons why it's not good for my health. And I would say, yeah, you know what? If I did change this behavior and practice and, like, relationship I have with this substance, yeah, maybe I would be healthier. Great. No one's going to shit on anyone for quitting smoking. Girl, it's your body. Do whatever the fuck you want. But don't be shamed into not getting treatment because some nincompoops on the internet are saying, no, but that's what the patriarchy say. That's what the media say. That's what, AI is telling you to be conventionally thin. Girl, if morbid obesity is leading to an early grave, get the treatment. This does not seem like rocket science.
Like, your body is fighting you. See somebody about it. And don't just see, like, a random person on the internet. Like, go see a doctor.
Yes, do that.
My only regret at this point, especially after getting
AI is whispering secrets in my ear.
everyone kind of telling me that, you know, I'm stage 4, which is like the worst. And also it seems like, and again, we don't know for sure because it's just so many unknowns at this point, but it seems like I'm producing lipidemic cells faster than I'm burning, like healthy fat cells, which is part of the reason I stopped losing weight.
Okay, go back, sorry.
Seems like, and again,
Yeah, listen to your doctor.
we don't know for sure because it's just so
Engage with the professionals.
many unknowns at this point, but it seems like I'm producing lipidemic cells faster than I'm burning like healthy fat cells, which is part of the reason I stopped losing weight.
Okay. But again, weird that you've been having these conversations about your health for years and never engaged with lipedema, lipedema, lymphedema specialists. That's weird. She has an obesity specialist, but has never engaged with lipedema, lipedema, lymphedema specialists. That sounds so weird.
I'm just mad I didn't do this sooner. And a lot of the reason I didn't do it sooner is because and this is so hard to say, I was scared of the optics because I wanted to believe I could do it myself. And it felt like pursuing.
And that shit's fucked, hey? Like, some people can, some people can't, whatever. But when you're specifically talking about something like lipedema, lipedema, lymphedema, that requires actual treatment, and from my understanding, imaging and diagnosing and all of that kind of stuff, right? You are already engaged with a professional. Doing it on your, like, adjusting your diet to a calorie deficit to lose weight, one thing. Relationships with food, things like lipedema, lipedema, lymphedema, damage to organs because of lifestyle choices, etc. That's where you're engaging with professionals, you know, and it takes all sorts, I guess. But I do not understand. I do not understand this healthy at every size argument that she's talking about here, where like there should be shame about not being able to do it on your own. Girl, if this was like a myriad of comorbidities, diseases, etc., are not expected to be dealt with on your own. Weight loss is often kind of like lumped in as like a moral failing, which is obviously like ridiculous. And there are some people who are like, great, I can handle my relationship with food. I have to be strict. I have to be this, that, and the other. Some people it works. Some people it doesn't. And that's fine. There are professionals out there to help everybody for everything, right? But managing lipedema, lymphedema on your own seems fucking insane to me. If a group of people ever told me that, I would be like, where's your doctorate? Sorry, you're a PhD in talking shit on Instagram. Get the fuck out of my way. Thank you.
I was scared of the optics because I wanted to believe I could do it myself. And it felt like pursuing surgery, pursuing medical treatment was me being a failure. And that is just simply not it. I'm still working through that mental hurdle, but I need to say that because I think it's really important for people to hear. You are not a failure if you seek treatment. You are not a failure if you accept your condition.
Yeah, thank you, Marissa. Marissa says, but also care about yourself and your health more than optics on the internet. You get one meat wagon. Yeah, you do. And this is kind of, I guess, one of those hurdles of being an influencer, and specifically in that healthy at every size, like, circle, is that if you're more concerned over what your audience or what a group of people on the internet or whatever are thinking of you over your meat wagon, your not preferences, your priorities might be a little bit skewed.
You are not.
This is reminding me of Alex Rodriguez and the conversation about the liposuction, lymphosuction, like the belly. She had some surgery, I think, or whatever, like that whole conversation, just being like, dude, who gives a fuck? Be honest. And like, but in that same realm, this circle of people are also getting sponsored content from fucking protein chips and run clubs. Like, that's kind of where it comes from. It's not necessarily like the pressure of optics. It's the fact that you've got your income tied up in healthy at every size, regardless of whether or not you call it healthy at every size, right? You've got it all tied up in your fucking, like, sorry, I am cursing a lot now. Your Nature's Valley protein bars and your Halo Top bloody sponsored shit. Cursing is fun. That's the problem. And again, it comes down to money. It comes down to money because those optics are linked entirely to her income. So the concern for optics is actually a concern for her money. And, like, health should trump money at every stage. It should. But she said no.
Not a failure if you seek treatment. You are not a failure if you accept your condition. You are not a failure if you want.
Look, don't get me wrong, Brandon. If Halo Top reached out to me and said, do you want to spruik our brand? I would say, how many tubs are we talking?
Want to stop the pain. You cannot, especially if you're in the later stages like I am, just magically eat well and exercise it away. I am living proof of that. I think there are some very special people where that works, and that's why it's not a cut and dry line, but I know...
No, again, the specialist told you, like, the massage and the low sodium diet, I don't think that was you, I think that was Zambi, and the compression, and, like, there's treatment to go along with all of this, but, you know, and I'm pretty sure that treatment, I'm, again, not a professional, but I have a feeling like that treatment would reduce things like pain and swelling, and as she's talking, feeling bruised, and lymphatic fluid buildup, and all of that stuff, which could be assisted, but, you know, unfortunately, we're all, like, our meat wagons are consequences of our past choices, and that's what it is. Brandon, thank you for the super chat. Brandon says, is it healthy at any size or money at any cost? It does feel like money at any cost. Yeah. I just don't understand it. Like, the logic of it has never made a lot of sense, but putting that quite plainly when it comes to a mention of optics actually being a mention of money, that makes a lot more sense.
For me in my body, I have done everything right, and I have to take solace in that I've done everything I possibly could do on my own, and it's not worked. It's done what it can do, and then it just stopped.
She's just silent now. Very good. John, you didn't want to cut this? Okay. Dramatic pause.
Sorry, I just stopped there because I'm emotionally overwhelmed. I'm trying to keep it together. I've tried to film this like 8 times. And I don't know if I've gotten the words right, but I think at this point it doesn't matter if I've gotten the words right. If you accept me and what's in my heart, that's great. And if you don't, I wish you a good day and goodbye. There is
It's alright, I'm still here. We got 4 minutes.
always going to be someone that wants me to be a villain. But I don't
A villain? Oh dear.
need to be that villain in my life anymore. I don't need to be the person that's mean to me anymore.
Okay, well, don't be mean to you, dear. And I hope you haven't taken anything that I've said to be mean, because it's not. But this is a choice. This is a big bag of choices.
I don't need to be that. It's so me getting this surgery and taking care of myself and continually fighting for me.
Is she fighting with people in the healthy at every size community? Is where this is coming from? Or is she just like... Is she kind of making a mountain out of a fistful of dirt on the ground? Who's she fighting with?
It's really part of being kind to myself and doing the best I can for myself. And if people can't see that, those people don't deserve me. And that's it.
Okay, I think you're making a bigger deal out of your relationship with either your audience or some other healthy at every size, like, community member. Like, fuck all of that. Girl, we are putting on the dramatics today. Where's the Emmy? What are you talking about? Just do it. Shit or get off the pot. What are you doing? That's what I thought, Lottie. So Lottie said, Anna and the fat acceptance side of the internet have had a falling out for a while now. I thought that was the case. But, like, girl, you've got your own audience. Like, I don't think... What does it matter? What does it matter? I need to know what it matters. What does it matter? If Anna goes in and gets lipedema, lipedema, lymphedema surgery, right? Or if she went in and got like liposuction, or if she went in and got a lap band or any, what would it matter? What the fuck would it matter? Her, like, Anna's personal journey on her channel has been about living life at whatever size, and that's fine. But the reality is, and we all know this because we've watched so many people and have lived experiences and have people in our lives who have also had similar experiences without the internet fame. Yeah, we do get to points in our lives where we do need to make changes. And sometimes those changes do mean being bigger, being smaller, being stronger, being fitter, being smarter. Like, fuck off. Tell them to fuck off, Hannah.
I think I definitely...
But it is about money, Deb. You're right. There is a big neon sign that just says money, 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 money.
I need to make a better video about how to get diagnosed. I had all these things I was going to talk about, like all the
Please do that.
processes I went through. And
Do that. Have that conversation. This is boring and
How I was
stupid. Mostly stupid.
diagnosed and what other like comorbidities I have, because it's very often that when you have lipedema you have other issues. But I just emotionally can't do that right now.
Okay. But instead we get this. Have fun. Good for us.
But I will when I feel just better in this.
Okay.
Every day I cry, every day. Every freaking day I cry. And every day I just think maybe if I get a good
Take it back. Sorry. Where is it? There it is.
But I just emotionally can't do that right now. But I will when I feel just better in this.
Uh-huh.
Every day I cry, every day. Every freaking day I cry. And every day I just think maybe if I get a good night's sleep it'll feel better. It's not. It's usually worse. But that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this. Because I matter and because I need it. That's why I'm doing this. That's why.
She said something about every time she cries, and I instantly went to Brittany. Obviously. Because we like to have fun here.
It's really part of being kind to myself
Yeah.
and doing the best I can for myself. And if people can't see that, it's...
Girl, you know what? Hit pause, go up, get yourself a drink of water, come back, maybe stop making that face.
People don't deserve me.
Like, she's trying to force out a tear. It is ridiculous.
And that's it. I think I definitely need to make a better video about how to get diagnosed. I had all these things I was going to talk about, like...
Yeah, that'd be nice. Diagnoses, gurneys, what the plan is for the surgery. You know, less this manner, please.
all the processes I went through and
Great,
how I
I'm
was
here for it.
diagnosed.
Here
and
for it.
what other, like, comorbidities I have, because it's very often that when you have lipedema you have other issues.
Okay, great. You want to talk more about your health? Go for it, gal.
But I
But
just-
actually, make sure you're talking about it and doing something about it.
Emotionally can't
This is a lot of feelings.
do that right now.
Yeah, what recovery will look like, what the timeline looks like.
But I will when I feel just better in this.
Oh, hey, Maya, good to see you. Yeah, out of context, that would look horrible.
Every day I cry, every day. Every freaking day I cry.
Sorry.
And every day I just think maybe if I get a good night's sleep it'll feel better, and it's not. It's usually worse.
Right. Yeah, I think if you were in pain, I would want to be talking to those professionals again and asking how to reduce the pain.
But that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this. Because I matter and because I need it.
And money.
That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this, because it's what I need to do.
Right.
I love y'all. Y'all have been so supportive on this journey. And
Oh, thanks. You're welcome.
I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
This is the last thing I want to say because it's in my head, and I think someone needs to hear it, so I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
I've spent a lot of my life hiding my pain because I felt like a burden, because I felt like that if I told people I hurt, that if I told people things were hard, that they would think I was a burden, that I was challenging or difficult, and that they would not include me in things. So I just found ways to mask it, to hide it, to keep going, even when it was not great to keep going.
Okay.
And I didn't know there was an alternative.
Oh, Lottie, that's a good idea. Send the video to a therapist. Yeah. She gets a 2 for 1.
And I just want to know, you to know if you feel that way. And this is something I've literally learned in like the last 2 days. The people in your life that love you will understand. And just to tell them, to let them help you. I've had times where at the end of the day I can't walk data because I hurt too much. And
Yeah, let people know.
to see my friends step up and help me has not only made me closer to them, but it's also made
Marissa says this was me when I was gifted a membership on Foodie's channel. That got me, gal. That got me.
me feel so loved and supported. So I would say let those people in. Let those people know your pain.
Yeah, if you're going through something, let the people around you know.
You're not-
But don't come online and cry for 22 minutes to your audience in a bait for sympathy, attention, and money, because it just feels really kind of icky.
not a burden. You're not. Okay. I need to go cry into a pillow right now.
All right, let's go.
Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll check you later.
Peace. She doesn't
In
say
1
it.
week.
She didn't say peace. All right, chat. Oh God, it's late. I gotta go. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. Please make sure you drink your water, hug your loved ones, get your steps in, wear your sunscreen, eat a snack, have a nap, go and see healthcare specialists if something's wrong, speak to your friends and family about things that you find challenging. Open lines of communication are really good. I love them personally. You should too. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, if you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, I'd appreciate it. Thanks for being great. And I'm gonna go. So I'll see you